Do you want to use Clubhouse to get more podcast subscribers? Today, I'm giving you all my insider secrets on how Clubhouse can be an amazing promotional tool for your podcast. Let's get into it. By the way, here at Mark's Font Media, we're gonna teach you how to create better content in less time so you can focus on what you love. Smash subscribe, don't miss out. Let's go. Alrighty, so Clubhouse, a tremendously powerful tool for creating know, like, and trust at the top of your funnel. Gosh, I hate this term. I hate the term funnel. It's so marketing, it's so spammy. Honestly, I hate it. But for the purpose of time, I just want to say that Clubhouse is a great top of funnel marketing tool, okay? And there's a few reasons why. If you go on Instagram and you see someone standing in front of a Lambo, not interesting, right? It's not interesting. When you see people posting their butt on TikTok, not interesting. You're not actually moving the needle on your business, I'm sorry, okay? But with Clubhouse, when you're able to actually have a conversation, when people are able to actually listen to you think through problems in real time, when people are able to hear your voice, when they're actually able to have a conversation with you, it's tremendously powerful for building know, like, and trust, which in my experience is almost impossible from your first touch with someone, okay? But Clubhouse is really powerful building know, like, and trust because you're able to actually have a conversation. People are actually able to hear your voice, your inflection, and listen to your thought process. Super relevant. Now, if you're new to Clubhouse, one of the first things you'll understand and realize is that there's really no text, there's really no video, but it's all audio. However, if you look at your bio, there are a couple different things you can do. A, you do get to get a picture of your lovely, beautiful, fantastic photo, headshot on there. So that's one way you can leverage the visual effects on Clubhouse is by having a really popping logo for your face. Typically, I recommend having some sort of bright color, something that will help your face stand out, okay? Secondly, you wanna make sure that you have a really clear bio, okay? We're talking about bio, that's when someone says, this person's interesting, I like what they have to say. I'm gonna click on their face, it's gonna bring up a bio, which is gonna explain basically whatever you want to explain, what you're about, who you serve, what you're excited about, what are you doing, how can you help people move from A to B, what problem do you solve? Okay, so your bio is very, very important on Clubhouse. It's really the only place that people can actually read about you. So you need to be really thoughtful about what goes into your bio. Additionally, when you're on Clubhouse and someone clicks on your face, it's not gonna bring up your entire bio. It's only gonna pick up the first 2 to 3 lines. So you wanna make sure that you have a bold statement in those first couple lines that compels people to tap again to learn more. Now in your bio, if you're serious about growing your podcast, you really wanna make sure that you're emphasizing the podcast, the value proposition, how, again, this is really important. Everyone in the back, listen up. Hey, put down your phone back there. You gotta listen up, okay? Thanks for being here with me. When you're creating content in your bio and your goal is to grow your podcast, you wanna be very clear on the problem that you're solving. Why would someone care about your show? Because I help blank do blank. I'll give you an example. I help realtors sell more quickly and make more money. What does Mark do? I help people create better content in less time so they can focus on what they love. Listen, this is gonna take time to refine, but always be thinking about a bold statement that people are gonna wanna know more about. Okay? And again, because there's no texting within the Clubhouse app, it's a good idea to have a call to action so that people will message you in other platforms. I recommend Instagram. Instagram is really, really great because there's a link to your Instagram right in your bio. So make sure you link that up. Furthermore, I would also recommend that you have the same picture of your face in Clubhouse and the same picture of your face in Instagram. I think it's a very good idea to have the same picture and the same face. That way people can easily connect the dots from, okay, I recognize this person, I was just chatting with them on Clubhouse. Okay, awesome. So now that we have the bio and you got your logo and you're kind of set up with the value proposition, now we just need to get people to click on our link. Now we need people to click on our face. So how do we get someone to smash your face? No, it's not by telling people that you're really rich. No, it's not by telling people that you can perform some sort of grotesque act really well. It's by clarifying and explaining in real time how you can help them. And the best way to do this is by helping them, okay? Now, you need to get in front of the right people. How do we do that? We need to get on stage and we need to speak. We need to talk. And preferably, we're gonna get a little moderator bean. One of the biggest problems or mistakes that people make on Clubhouse is they jump in, they join a large room, and then they wait on stage for their chance to speak. So the problem with doing this is it's a complete waste of time, quite frankly. You're gonna be waiting on stage for maybe an hour or longer, okay? And then by the time you actually get a chance to speak, you might get 3 minutes, and maybe you'll pick up a couple followers, maybe you'll have a conversation with someone off of Clubhouse, highly unlikely. You need to get on stages and you need to speak as much as possible. You need to solve people's problems quickly and effectively. So there's a few ways you can do this, a couple insider strategies. So one of which is make relationships with other great Clubhouse hosts. Is there someone that's in your niche that is hosting really great rooms in Clubhouse? Connect with them, speak with them. Try to find ways that you can provide them with value and you can join them on stage. When you get on stage and you are respected and collaborating with another great creator that's already gained know, like, and trust on Clubhouse, you're gonna leverage the halo effect. People say, hey, John Smith is on stage, and they vouch for Jane Smith. Jane Smith must be great. I wanna find out more. I wanna click her bio. I wanna bring the conversation offline. So collaborate with other great moderators. The second strategy for getting on the right stages is find large clubs that are within your niche. Okay, reach out to the owner of that club and say, hey, I'd be interested in hosting rooms in your club. Is there something that we can work out? Club owners are gonna love this, right? Because by you hosting rooms in their club, it helps them to grow their club, to grow their network. But it's also great for you because you're able to provide value to people that are in their network. And again, building know, like, and trust, but also getting access to people that follow that club. For example, I host a fairly popular room on Clubhouse that's all about podcasting. It's every Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern. I'll see you there. But I host it for the largest podcasting club on Clubhouse called Club Pod. So not only do I have access to all the followers that follow me, I think roughly 5,000, but I also have access to everybody that follows Club Pod, which is like 60,000 people. So I'm able to leverage the network that's already there to grow my personal brand and grow my podcast. But I'm also able to help them out by growing their network and growing the Club Pod community. Shout out to Steve Olsher, by the way, baller status, really great dude. And he just happens to be the founder of Club Pod. Keep up the great work. Now, I'd also recommend that as you're on these different stages, you are changing your bio in different ways. So for example, if I'm in a LinkedIn room, I'm gonna add LinkedIn copy so that people that are following me or listening to me in Clubhouse know, okay, he solved a problem for LinkedIn. If I'm in a podcasting room, I'm gonna be creating a bio that speaks to that audience. This is really important, both for podcasting, video. You need to know who your audience is. And if you know who your audience is, if you know who you're speaking to, you can customize your language, you can customize your writing, your images, so that it speaks to that audience. LinkedIn influencers have different needs. They have a different problem than podcasters. And the same goes for YouTubers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So know who you're talking to and refine your bio to match that audience. All right, killer. Wow, this is some great stuff here. By the way, smash the like button if you're enjoying this. And if you're looking for more tips, leave a comment below. I'd love to answer you here on YouTube. So now you've got your bio, it's all set, you got a great photo, you're collaborating with the right people, you're on stage, people are starting to ask you questions. How does this actually turn the needle on your podcast? How are you gonna get more subscribers and more downloads? Well, you're gonna go about answering and solving problems, but you wanna make sure that you're reminding people during the course of the time that you have other fantastically valuable information on other platforms. I have leveraged this to great success on YouTube. Let me give you a perfect example of how you can execute this strategy. Someone comes on stage and they say, hey Mark, how can I make money on my podcast? How can I monetize my show? At that point, I might say something like this. John, I love this question. There's so many different ways to monetize your show. I'd love to ask you some more questions about how your show is performing and what you're looking to do. But I'd also like to remind you, and everyone in the audience, listen to this. I have an entire video on how you can monetize your podcast. DM me on Instagram. DM me on Instagram. DM Mark Savant Media on Instagram. Mark, monetize my podcast. Send me the keyword monetize my podcast, and I will send you a link that's gonna give you 10 different ways you can monetize your show. Okay, so John, tell me a little bit more about your show. What's it about? Do you see what I just did there? Not only am I able to provide value to this person moving forward, but I've also given a very strong, very clear call to action to everyone in the room. Let me tell you something. If you're on stage and giving good advice, this will never fail. You will always get 5 to 10 DMs on Instagram. People want to monetize their podcast, and it's at this point where you can link them to the YouTube video that you've recorded or to your podcast video that you've recorded on that topic. So I would encourage you, start creating content that solves a specific problem. And then as those questions come up in Clubhouse, you send people to your Instagram, you connect, and you send people to your podcast. But listen, I want to take this one step further. When you inevitably do get those DMs on Instagram, please, please, please make sure that you're responding quickly and personally. You know, I mean, I think that we all like to think that we're amazing and we just want to scale, scale, scale. We want systems, systems, systems. But when you're in the trenches, you gotta fight like a guerrilla, like guerrilla warfare style, you know? So if you follow me on, I'm gonna give you a call to action right now. DM at Mark Savant Media on Instagram with the code word podcasting through Clubhouse. Podcasting through Clubhouse. DM Mark Savant Media on Instagram, podcasting through Clubhouse. I'll know where you came from. I see you back there. I know where you're coming from. And what you'll find the exact funnel and ways that I communicate people that come into my universe. Every single person is very, very valuable. So they're going to get customized messages, text. I send voice messages on Instagram. If I'm getting a message on LinkedIn, I'm going to be sending a video message. So again, you're just taking it to the next step. You're building that know, like, and trust. You're staying top of mind. And people will respond to this. You just solved a problem of theirs in Clubhouse. Now they're going to want to take it to the next level and let you solve their problem via your podcast. This, my friend, is the strategy to growing your podcast through Clubhouse. Listen, if you want more tools on how you can get more subscribers on your podcast, check these videos out here. They're specifically designed to help you grow your podcast. I'll catch you here next time on Mark Savant Media. Peace.